Today in Parent and Taught Cook from Home, we were going to be making traditional Irish stew in the Instant Pot.
For this recipe, you will need 1 pound of beef stew meat cut into 1-inch cubes, 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil, 1 medium onion chopped, 4 cloves of garlic, 4 cups beef broth, 1 pound potato peeled and cubed, 2 medium carrots, 2 stalks of celery, 1 cup frozen beans, 1 teaspoon dried thyme, 1 teaspoon Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon seasoned salt, and 2 tablespoons cornstarch. Turn your Instant Pot onto the sauté setting and make sure it's on high. Preheat your oil in the pot.
Start by adding your meat to the hot oil. You're going to want to stir it to brown on all sides. While you're stirring, don't worry if small bits end up getting stuck to the bottom of the Instant Pot. This will come off later when you add your liquid and will add lots of flavor to your stew. Once your meat is almost brown on all sides, add your seasoned salt and Worcestershire sauce and give it a good stir. Add your garlic, and stir to cook for about a minute. Once your garlic's cooked for about a minute, you're going to want to add your onions and your celery. Give it a stir and continue to sauté for about 5 minutes. Once your onions and celery have started to cook, you can add your beef broth, add your carrots and potatoes, and give it a good stir. If you find that the broth is not enough to cover everything, feel free to add a little bit of water. But remember, you always create a little bit of extra liquid with the condensation and coming from the vegetables in your Instant Pot. Add your thyme and give it another quick stir. Put your lid on and turn it to seal. And make sure that your little vent is set at seal as well. You're going to want to turn it on to your meat or stew setting. And you're going to want to turn it up until it hits 35. Now you just let it cook. When it is done, you want to let it naturally release for 15 minutes. Once you've hit at least 15 minutes post pressure cooking, release your pressure. Once the pressure has released, take your lid off. You're going to want to add your beans. Give them a quick stir. Once you've added your beans, now is the time to think about thickening your stew. If you're going to thicken it, remove some of the liquid now so that you could make a slurry. If you are going to thicken it, you're going to want to turn your sauté option back on so that you can heat after adding the thickening agent. If you're not going to, just heat until your beans are done and then serve. While your beans are cooking, you're going to want to get ready to thicken your sauce. So remove a little bit of the broth, allow it to cool closer to room temperature so that you're not cooking the thickening agent. We're going to use cornstarch today. So first, once it's cooled, add your cornstarch slowly while stirring to create a slurry. Once it's really nice and mixed in there, you're going to slowly pour it into your stew. And if you can, stir while you're pouring it. Once it's all in there, give it a really good stir so that it's evenly distributed through all of your broth. Bring it back to a boil for about 2 minutes and it should be nice and thick and ready to eat. Salt and pepper to taste. Serve with fresh buns or fresh bread or on its own and enjoy.